Hi, hope you're doing fine. Welcome back to my channel. I was waiting on receiving my signed albums, so I think I'm going to take care of the layout this weekend. I need to work on these two shelves here because the two down ones are books. I still have books, but put away a lot of it actually. Then in terms of tactics, at first I wanted to do it color-coded as Coco is doing it on her channel. I don't have enough albums to do it the color-coded way. For now, I'm going to do it per group. So yeah, that's the strategy I want to apply, but I might change it if it doesn't look how I want it to look. This shelf, which you're seeing most of the time on my videos, includes something down there, then here, and then you have mostly 80s, and then it's like black and white kind of thing. But I want to improve that upper shelf because I think Super M has stayed long enough up there, so I want to take my Woods albums and put them here. This is a mess. This is like all the albums I couldn't like put away because I didn't know where to put them, and then my binders, and then here it's like a 17 shelf and then a random, very random shelf. So like the lighting is very bad currently because it's snowing outside, so that's what we're working with. I've been rambling for so long, but I'm going to cut it anyways, so you guys have fun. Okay, so this is my entire collection. Every album or every pile that, or every artist that has a signed album, the signed album is on top so that I know that there is actually something to display. So I have 17 CIX, Stray Kids, Monster X here, Everglow, so girls group kind of, and this is Pentagon, the boys. And then I do have quite a lot of 80s, so I have to find a perfect spot for that. But it's going to be complicated because every time 80s has a comeback, it's always quite a lot. My Monster X collection is quite full too, but as I have the signed album now, I can like maybe sell a few albums too. I really want to work out the 17 collection, the BTS collection, the Monster X collection, and display what is to display. This here is my pile of like albums I don't necessarily want to display, so if I don't have the space they might end up in a box, which is sad, but yeah, you gotta, when you don't have a lot of space, you have sometimes to make choices, and hard choices. And I have some albums that I have since a long time, for example the Cross album by a winner. So this might as well not be a priority because it was on display for, yeah, quite a while. Okay, so this is what I did yesterday. I'm kind of happy with how it looks. I'm just quite unsure about 80s there. because it has been there for so long and I wanted to change the spot, but I still have a lot to go through there. I said I wanted to do it per group. I did it almost, but I did it color-coded as well. I did that yesterday evening. I couldn't look at it when it wasn't done. I kept the thing here with like the blue and the greens because I really like it. I'm unsure if I'm not going to push it forward a little bit. So this is Gravity and Wano, and then Woods and Astro. Then we have a Monster X shelf, and I think it turns out pretty nicely. And then it's just a mess. I'm going to try to keep that as a 17 shelf, and then we're going to see how it's going to look like. Okay, so it's been a few days and I wanted to wait a little bit before doing this update because sometimes I'm not fully satisfied with something, so I end up changing it. But a few days have passed since I reorganized everything, and yeah, I haven't changed things, which is positive, so I can do a little tour now. So let's start here, and my knees are cracking. That's normal because I'm a grandma. Well, so here is my Hungary waterfall thing with the album. I was inspired by a friend on Instagram actually. It looks like effortless art, which I appreciate. Then here it hasn't changed at all. It's my Delight album because I love bacon. Then we have my 17 shelf with a Nesco signed album and a Joshua signed album. And here I have my Anode signed albums. Behind I have my light sticks. So at first I wanted to do the layout per group, which I did for some groups, but for other groups I kinda did it, or other shelves I kinda did it more color-coded than I initially thought I would do. GOT7, BTS, Gravity, BTS again, then G-Idol in the back, the all signed Pentagon. Then we have Eric Nam, my favorite album by Eric Nam, by the way. And then behind there we have the Everglow all signed album and the other Pentagon all signed album. I really want to protect them at some point, so they're in the back for now. So that's my BTS shelf. I mean, I'm very picky when it comes to BTS albums actually, so on here you're going to see everything that I really enjoy from them. The repackage, Young Forever, then B, then this is something that I still need to watch because I wasn't able to go because of a school project, which freaks me out because 2020 happened afterwards, so screw me. And then we have one winter package behind the one they did in Helsinki, and this is probably my favorite album by BTS, so that's why it's so well displayed. Then we're having Dreamcatcher, some Astro albums, and this is a picture of me and my best friend. This album is really beautiful and it kind of fits well with my plant. And then here we have the huge albums, as I like to call them. So we have One We and Golden Child. And then we have a little Super M section. I have the feeling that I displayed Super M for quite a long time, so that's why they're kind of hidden in the back for now. And then, look, like, it's crazy. My room is always tidy on one side, but then when you turn, you're like, what the heck is going on? This didn't really change. I have my tree with some hanging things there. We have my favorite standee that made it alive from London till Switzerland without dying. Then we have Taemin, TXT, Woods. I really like this upper shelf actually. It's something I was actually thinking about a lot when I received the Whoops albums. And I was like, what is going to fit with that? I had it actually in plan that I would put them here instead of the Super M albums, but I really wanted to have something that would fit, and the TXT albums just fit perfectly, and Taemin too, so I'm kind of happy with that. Then we have a Victon, and I took out my digipack from the Semicolon album by 17, and I think it looks pretty nice that it matches the blue of 80s there. I have the Fever albums by 80s behind. Like, unfortunately, I don't think the colors really match the aesthetics of my room. They were displayed for a long time, but I preferred to hide them for now. But they're there. They're just behind Uji and Mingyu. Winner, Baekhyun, Suho, Moonbin and Sana. We have some Victon albums behind. The Sign Victon album. Sungwoo's solo album, then the boys section with probably, we have Stray Kids behind, Baekhyun. It's kind of a mess, but it's actually more color-coded than I thought it would be, which looks actually pretty nice. I like it, and I think that this Juhani pullover just fits the golden, the boys album behind so well. And especially the Delight as well. And then on the lower shelf we have CIX, the signed album as well. Then we have some 80s, some random albums, I think Monster X, Eric Nam, Victon, Golden Child. And then I have some Gravity albums, or some albums I don't really want to display behind Stray Kids there. This is the IN signed Stray Kids booklet, because it was initially in this album, but I took it out so that I can display it, and I really took the time to secure it and protect it as well. So yeah guys, that's the final result, and I'm actually really happy with it, and I'm actually pretty scared to receive new albums, because every time I receive new albums, I'm like, but I worked on the layout like so hard and now I have to start again. So yeah, maybe I'm going to stock some albums somewhere and do a layout in like 1 or 2 months again. I did this one, or I waited a long time on my signed albums in order to redo everything, and I bought the new shelf as well. So yeah, that definitely helped a lot. I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and otherwise I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!